Hey guys, Crystal here from Indie Hip Chick. Welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing, I'm not gonna call it a first impressions because I've definitely used this palette, at least, well, I've only used it like one time. But I'm going to be doing a makeup look and just kind of giving you my thoughts and opinions on the new Morphe and James Charles collaboration. I know I'm like super late to the party, but I was like really super intimidated to use the palette. I bought it the first day it was available on Ulta because I was like, yeah, I gotta have that, like all the colors in it. I just thought it was so beautiful. Like, I'm a real big fan of colorful palettes. Like, I probably own just about every colorful palette that there is out in the world, because I just feel like you just cannot have enough of colorful eyeshadows, right? I feel like every palette doesn't have every color, so I just buy like every one that comes out and, you know, just keep adding to my collection. So I was super excited when Morphe and James Charles made this super rainbow colorful, just beautiful palette, and I bought it the first day and I have not touched it except for like one time because I was super intimidated. I watched about a million videos on how to properly use the James Charles palette, and I think it might have scared me a little because I've never personally, at least I don't think so, I've never worked with pigments, so I don't know what you do with pigments, so, and like how to apply them differently than, you know, from a regular eyeshadow. So I just, you know, was watching a whole bunch of videos and it kind of intimidated me a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, you bought this palette, so you're gonna use it, so might as well, you know, use it on YouTube and do a few videos because, you know, why not? Maybe there's some people out there that are just as intimidated as I am, and maybe we can struggle through this together. So yes, I'm gonna be doing some kind of look. I think I want it to be kind of like Christmas holiday-ish, but I also don't know when this video is gonna come out. So we shall see. So yeah, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the palette and then we will jump right into actually using it. So you can find this palette on both Ulta and Morphe.com, of course, and Morphe stores. If you have a Morphe store nearby you in Indiana, there's no Morphe. But the palette costs $39 and there's 39 super bright shades in the palette. It's a mix between pressed pigments and then just regular eyeshadows in the palette. I'm not going to talk like I actually know what that necessarily means. From what I've been like watching and reading, I think that the pigments are like more concentrated than, you know, a regular eyeshadow, so you have to kind of apply them different. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of facts about this, you know, palette. It is really big. I will say that it is the same size as the, I believe it was the 39A, which I actually thought that was James Charles palette, but I think he just did the campaign work for that palette. But I bought that last year as well, and I thought that that palette was beautiful. I actually need to use it more often. Like I said, I have a lot of colorful palettes that, yeah, I have a problem, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it's super pretty. The top two rows are kind of more like normal colors, I would say, like more of like your warm transition colors and just warm eyeshadow colors in general. The middle row, I think that's supposed to be like your transition colors, like your browns, the browns that get you from your eyelid to your eyebrow. And then the bottom two rows is what makes me super excited, is the super colorful row. It has like greens and yellows and pinks and purples and blues, and those are the colors that I get super excited about. Like, I love a good red, like a good red and a yellow, love those. But like palettes that just have different colors in them, just so you can make like a wide range of looks. I don't know, it just gets me super excited. And of course in that like transition row, they have a white and a black, which is super awesome because not all palettes carry a black and a white. A lot of times they carry a black and no white. So it was just nice to have both of those options if you wanted to do something super light and something super dark. I think that is all that I know about this palette, to be completely honest. Probably should have looked up some more stuff before I started this video, but I did not. So we are gonna go ahead and get right into application. Okay, so we are going to start this party off by applying my P. Louise base in the color Rumor 3. I actually have never used the P. Louise base before getting this palette. I got this base specifically for this palette because I saw in a lot of videos and read in a lot of blogs that you needed to use a legit eyeshadow primer or eyeshadow base. I do own eyeshadow primers, but I have a big problem with creasing. Like right here where my eyes kind of like do that thing, I don't know what you want to call it, where it kind of like has the fold. I always lose my eyeshadow there. So I've been experimenting with different primers, trying to figure out like what's the best primer to use to keep that from happening. Because whenever it doesn't even take that long, like maybe by the end of recording a video, that little spot will be gone, or it'll be like a I don't want to say crusty, but there'll be like a clump of shadow there that I have to kind of like blend out. So I've been kind of experimenting with different primers, trying to figure out which primer is the best for people with hooded eyes and hooded greasy eyes. Cause yeah, I lose my eyeshadow, at least in that spot. Like everything else will look great, and then I'll have that one spot of nothing or a clump. So I recently got the P. Louise base in hopes that that would solve that problem, and also got it because they specifically said in the videos you need to get like a P. Louise base, exactly, to use with this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to my eyelids, and I'm going to apply that with a brush. Don't know which brush yet, so we'll see which brush I apply that with. And with this base, a little goes a long way. I use like a teeny tiny dot, and I was able to like cover both eyes. I honestly don't know if that is enough or if I use too much. It's not a very thick layer, it's just a little thin layer of eyeshadow base. I forgot to turn my light on in the background, so I had to pause for a second to go turn on my background light. So you see the little gradient ombre behind me now? Ha! Ha! Yeah, forgot. Oh well. Okay, so we are going to start this party off by applying this brownish orange color as a transition shade. And to do that, I'm going to be using a Morphe E27. That was pretty pigmented, a little bit more pigmented than I was expecting for my transition color, but it's really pretty. I like it. I think I'm going to, wait, so I'm gonna try this like more of a yellow color, and I'm gonna put that right along the top. Kind of bring the orange down just a smidge. I guess it's not orange, brown, but got some like orange vibes going on with it. Use this just to mute it just a little bit so it's not so abrasive, because we about to get abrasive and it's about to get crazy. I am going to take my Juvia's Place J125 blender brush, and I am going to dip it in, I'm trying to figure out if I want to go ahead straight into this red, or if I want to do like the red that's above it and then like kind of work it up. I don't know, because it's quite the red. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the red and see what happens. We're just gonna take it there, and I'm not tapping off any of the excess. This is it. I'm about to put it on there and see what happens. And I believe this is one of the pressed pigments where they say like to kind of stamp it on and then blend it out. So wish me luck. I think I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner. And I'm gonna do that with a Juvia's Place J127 precision brush. And I'm going to take this darker, kind of like a purpley red color. I don't know. But I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put this in the outer area. I think I like it. I think this is going to be nice. Now, will I be able to do the same thing on the other eye? That's the real question here. Okay, so now I am going to, I really want to use this gold shade, and I'm hoping that it's actually like really gold and not, I think it's pretty gold, because it looks kind of like, it could be a yellow, not yellow gold, but kind of like a green gold or like a tarnished gold versus like a gold, like a crisp gold. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to take my P. Louise base. Don't know where it went. There it is. I'm gonna take my P. Louise base and I am going to use my Juvia's Place. This brush don't have a name, but it's like a little flat brush. I'm gonna take this little flat brush and I'm going to poke myself in the eye. That's what I'm gonna do. Poke myself in the eye. I'm just gonna kind of like cut out like this area here for the gold to go on top of, just so see it. I'm not really doing a cut crease, at least I don't think, 'cause I don't know how to do a cut crease. So I'm just trying to be able to see the eyeshadow. That's my goal. That's my goal here. I think it might work. I don't know. Think I went high enough. Do you guys think I went high enough? Probably not. I don't know. Comment below if I went high enough for this, because I don't know if I did or not. I'm most likely gonna find out once I get done that I didn't go high enough. All right, so we are going to see if we can find another flat brush. Maybe not that flat brush. I need more flat brushes. That is the moral of this story. Crystal needs a whole lot more flat brushes. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna take that gold color and we are going to apply that on top of the P. Louise base and see what we get. Well, I don't think that's too bad of gold. It's not my favorite gold, but it's not bad. And like I was saying, I'm not trying to like do a cut crease or nothing like that. So I'm going to take, maybe if I can find like a little blender brush, and I'm gonna kind of like buff out that gold a little bit into the red. Then we're gonna take that precision brush and we're going to blend some of that dark red purpley color out here. May put just a little bit of red right there. So I'm gonna take, this is essentially the same brush, but it's just the white version. And I'm gonna put just a little red right there where the gold and the purpley color, purpley, whatever color you wanna call it, meet. And I go back and forth between the two. I think I like this. I think this is turning out really well. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do for the top of the eye. I'm going to go on ahead and do this other eye and put on like the rest of my face, and then we'll come back to do the bottom. Okay, so I am back to finish up the under eye. As you see, I have this eye over here all done and ready to go. So we're gonna just go ahead and finish out this bad boy. So for the under eye, we're gonna start off by applying this darker green and kind of like stamping it along the lash line. So once you have that stamped out, we're gonna go ahead and kind of like buff it out, and we're gonna apply this lighter green color to help buff out that green. Then we're gonna take a gold eyeliner, and I'm using the NYX Glitzy Gold eyeliner. So I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna fill in the waterline with that. And I actually want to get more of these in like different colors. I really like this eye pencil. I actually haven't tried like sharpening it again, so I might not like this eye pencil, but at least I like it from like this point forward. But I really want to get some more because I really would like to have more colorful water lines and just lower lash lines, and I think having some pencils would probably help with that, because me in the shadow, I'd be poking myself in the eye, so I'm better off with the pencil. But okay, so we have that on there, and then to finish out with the shadows, I believe I'm going to apply this lighter gold color on the inner corner. And then we're gonna go on ahead and put on our eyeliner and mascara. And I'm not gonna do that on camera because, like I've said in previous videos, I am not the best at that. So you're not gonna watch me not be good at that. But I'll be right back as soon as I get that done. All right, and here is the finished look. Super holiday ready and, you know, Christmas looking, with the green under the eye and the red and the gold. You know, I don't know, I was trying to like push that Christmas vibe there. I hope you guys like it. I really like it. I was like looking at myself in the mirror like, girl, you did that. You ain't even really good at makeup, but you did a good job there. Like, I really like it. And I hope this lip kind of goes along with it. I'm not good at picking lipsticks with looks. I didn't want it to be like super overpowering because I usually just wear red or like a dark purple. And so I was trying to do something that wasn't, you know, super red and dark purple. Since I already had like red and green and gold on my eyes, I didn't want to get super crazy. But yeah, this is the finished look. I really like it, and I hope you guys like it. Move my hair out the way so you can see it. But yeah, I really like this look a lot. I think it turned out really well. As far as the James Charles palette, I didn't have any problems with it at all, so I'm not quite sure what the issues are. And I'm not like good at makeup stuff. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna play and act like oh, I'm trash at makeup, because I think I did a pretty good job today. But I don't do it enough to be like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing, or even know what half of the terminology is for like the different type of blending, and whoop, got some lint flying around, and like the different types of like styles and stuff like that. I watch YouTube and I just mimic what the girls are saying on there. But I didn't really have a whole lot of problems with the palette, just in general, like even using like the pigments, because I believe the red is a pigment, like a pressed pigment, and maybe the green, I don't know. I think the blues might be pressed pigments. But I didn't really have any problems, but it could be because I used the P. Louise base, which that was pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's not tacky. I haven't lost my, where is my mirror? Oh, it's way over there. I haven't lost my eyeshadow in that little creasy area, so I'm super happy about that, because it took me a while to do this look. And then I went to go put on some clothes, and I was trying to find my belt, and I've been looking for my belt for at least 30 minutes. And so I've been wearing this whole look for at least about an hour, and I still have the gold. So I'm super happy about that. We'll of course see if it really lasts like all day, because I do plan to just wear this the rest of the day, because, you know, Diddy might as well look good all day. But so far, I mean, I really like the base. I think it looks really good. I got the base in Rumor 3, which is like a light brown color, and then I also got it in, I think it's 0, or maybe it's 1, no, it's 0, which is the white, which I got that for when I do like super bright colors, like yellows and stuff like that, because I know like yellow doesn't really, I mean, it shows up, but it don't show up on my skin tone. And so I got the white for that purpose, and like for blues and stuff like that. But I really like this palette. I think it's definitely worth the money, especially if you get it. I mean, no, you can get it from Morphe. I'm not gonna tell you not to get it from Morphe. You should definitely get it from Morphe. And if you do get it from Morphe, you should support Jackie Aina and use the code EDGES, or support Alissa Ashley and use the code GLOWMOMMA. I really love them a lot. Like, those are my YouTube loves. So I'm just gonna drop their little whatever it's called, their code that gives you 10% off. But I bought mine from Ulta, so if you do not buy it from Morphe, Ulta is definitely a great option because you get points, and then you can also use they're coupons, because I guess like Morphe is not considered a prestige brand. It's kind of like the normal makeup, or I guess like drugstore, so you can use whatever coupons on it. So I would definitely suggest Ulta so you can save some coins. But yeah, that's me. I really like it. For $39 you get 39 colors, and like these colors pack a punch. Like this red, like whoo, I love this red. I'm looking at my viewfinder, so like my eyes aren't like directly in the camera. I'm looking at the viewfinder, and then I'm looking at my monitor, and I'm like, this red, I like this red. I like this red, and I actually like this gold more than I thought I was going to. It's not as tarnished of a gold as I thought it was gonna be. Like it looks super tarnished, but then like as it's more lived in, it looks really golden. But yeah, I really like it. I like it a lot. I think everything turned out really well, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm going to do another one. So we've been talking about maybe doing like eyeshadow palette series, and I think I'm going to do a series on this. I'm going to do a few more looks with this James Charles because I really like it. I mean, I'm going to use it regardless because I got it and I love like working with colors. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a few more just to show you guys what can be done with this palette, because it's super versatile. Like you can do normal like everyday looks with it, and you can do like extravagant dramatic looks. But yeah, I'm just super proud of myself. I really like this look. I think it turned out really good, and I think it's like super like, I mean, I was going for a holiday and Christmas, and I feel like it fits holiday Christmas, but I feel like I could just wear this not to work but to a normal situation, like a party or something like that, and that it doesn't necessarily scream Christmas. Like it's I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's pretty. But yeah, so I think I covered everything. Like I said, I think the James Charles palette is definitely worth the money. I didn't have any problems with any of the colors that I used, and I know I didn't use a lot of the colors, but I didn't have any problems, especially like with the pressed pigments. I think it worked out pretty well. But I did use the P. Louise base, which is kind of like a little review of that too. I think it's great so far. We're gonna wear it all day. We're gonna see if this stuff starts to crease, but I mean, so far I think it's good. I do think I need to figure out how to use the base under my eye so I can use it down there. So, but I think the green, you can see it, it's packing a punch, but I think it could have been a little bit more brighter if I maybe used that base underneath there too. So I'll figure out how I can like get that under there without looking crazy and, you know, do my thing. But yeah, so I think I'm done. I think I'm happy, and I think I'm done with this video. So like always, if you enjoyed this video, go on ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Like always, if you have any like feedback or just suggestions, or definitely suggestions for me in makeup and like how to use things, or maybe what I might have done wrong, like I love like constructive criticism. So go on ahead and put that in the comment section below if you have any. I definitely love the suggestions. Yeah, I think that is all. So yes, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.